Hello and welcome back to Crash Bandicoot 2 with me, Matthew Gaddis, aka Poogie. So, we are now going to go to the first of the boulder levels in Crash 2. In fact, there's only two of them because the third one's a little different than how it was in Crash 1. Anyway, the first one, as I say, is, well, we'll see. You will see that it is very similar in design to the levels from Crash 1. The only difference is we can slide over the gaps now where we couldn't. And there are these mines which can indeed trip Crash up. And indeed having quickly get squashed by the boulders. So you want to be quick against this thing, let's just say that. So yeah, I like how they changed this up at least. And also there's these electric force fields. Again, you can just move to the side of those, it isn't a problem. As I say, yeah, just spin the bouncy box. And then let us continue, and no, I don't want to get blown up, thank you. Yeah, what is this, never mind, I'm not even going to say it. Instead, let's go down here, and indeed, another new thing that does happen is that, there are also nitros along here, yes. That will also be further done in Crash 3, but never mind. At the end of here is where the crystal is, so yeah, and the boulder will fall into the pit below. And then we can go to the bonus stage. And in this one, it has a gimmick that was in I think it was the Road to Nowhere bonus stage, in which we had to be careful to do that, and yeah, I think so. The bouncing box, again, if you die in a bonus stage, it does not count towards a death. If you are going for a death route, I'll go over death routes a little later on in the game, but yeah, just like Crash 1 in Insane Trilogy, it does not count. So yeah, and the only thing I don't like about the music here is it sounds like I'm at a fairground or something in Insane Trilogy. I don't know what they do. It sounds like a fairground ride, not a brief respite from being chased by a gigantic thing. Yeah, the was definitely not in the original game. Do I want that one up? I don't know. No, I'm not gonna go for it. And then we have more suspended boxes. Again, not as annoying as the one from the Lost City in Crash 1. And, of course, it is 5 bounces for each of these boxes. So, yeah, you may want to jump between each of them, just in case you are nervous about doing so. And, oh, nearly got it there! Nearly got it. Yeah, well. Let's continue. Jump on here and let's go up. And indeed, spin. And indeed make our way over again. Again, after this we will face the first boss in this level. So yeah. Which is one, as I say, that was in Crash 1. And the one of only 2 bosses that actually got whose bio at the end of Crash 1 true ending after you actually got all the gems rings true, shall we say. So yeah, and I'm not doing so well at this. It's mostly on those bouncy boxes towards the end of the bonus stage. The rest of it is very nice though. I do like the lighting effects here, very nice. Yes, the HD upgrade given by both done. Anyway, never mind. Let's just bounce on the boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then jump on the last box, and we're done. Just 2 boxes there. I'm not going for the 1-up, so let's go back down, and indeed down to this area. And indeed, now we have these boost pads, which are new to Crash. Yeah. Why do I think Crash gave the idea of this to Sonic? I'm not sure, but I think they may have done. After all, this game was released 2 years before Sonic Adventure, so that's what I'm saying. This was released in 1997 originally. So, with that said, let's go over the gap again, and please, for the love of Superman, don't die too much, Crash. My commentary cannot take it in this Let's Play. Seriously? Suppose I could have long jumped over the gap. Yeah, I could have definitely long jumped over the gap. What the hell am I doing here? Yeah, the sliding motion is there for a reason. Use it. Also, it doubles as a crawling motion, but we won't get that until a later level. I say a later level in this game because, yeah, that's not enough to send it down into the abyss. Again, what can happen with the giant boulder is that I can mow down many of these boxes. Yeah, I can mow down many of these boxes, and oh, that looked gruesome. That actually looked gruesome. Holy shit! Yeah, I know it was. I know the original that's in Crash 2 onwards. No, and indeed Crash 1, because I mean, we didn't have the angel death for him getting flattened by one of those jungle rollers. So yeah, I'm guessing I did it wrong. Anyway, that being said, let's jump over here. And yeah, I did not know. Yeah, the door just closing on Crash there. That was actually kind of scary. Yeah, for all the things that Activision changed, most notably, of course, Dr. Neo Cortex is not just his voice actor, but his voice being pretty much, and there's the gem before we go on, lighter than Clancy Brown's original. They definitely didn't change a thing. Anyway, we have the gem, so we will get a message from Cortex here, I believe. And also, the way we fight bosses is a little different from the original version of Crash 2, as we will see. Okay, unlike in the original, we don't get any correspondence with Cortex. So, here's the first boss, Ripper Roo. And apparently he's been doing some studying, just like the original ending of Crash 1 seemingly did. Anyway, this being the first boss, it is actually easier than when we first did in Crash 1. Basically, what he will do is fill the arena with TNT explosives, and they will all explode in a row. Yeah, for whatever reason, even though he's been studying on those smarts, yeah, he isn't that smart when he sends off a chain reaction. He also will secondly send off a bunch of nitros, all of which will explode, and you definitely do not want to stand on them. So yeah, normally just staying in a certain area will help. So yes, his pattern, like in Crash 1, is always set. So yeah, it is not too hard to figure out Ripper Roo's motions. So yeah, I might show off the Crash 1 ending now that that's the thing. Anyway, there we go, and boom. Yep, that's basically the boss. Yeah, a lot easier than in Crash 1. You can't jump off to the side, however, unlike in Crash 1, and you cannot jump between the platforms. So yeah, apparently the Ripper Roo gets his head stuck in the ground, which is very new. So yeah, and with that done, we will now be able to go up to the next floor, but not until we get some more things from Cortex, I believe. Either that or we'll go to another stage, because there is a stage I do want to revisit. And that is not Snow Go, because I cannot get the red gem. I can go to Hang 8. In fact, I think I do go back to Hang 8. Now that I have although I don't get all the boxes in this level. But I might as well show off the bonus stage before I go on. Because to actually get the box gem in this stage, you have to take the blue gem platform up that way. So yeah, it isn't too hard. but this is the first example of a, well, I can't really call it a death route because there's no death platform, but it is akin to a death route. The only difference is, unlike with the death route in later Crash games, well, in this Crash game and Crash 2, yeah, I'll get to that. But for now, let's just go over here. Up the platforms we go, and indeed, you will see in the distance the blue gem platform. Again, this is the easiest gem platform to actually get to. Excuse me for dying there. So let's try that again, shall we? Yes, no more messing around, please. So jump the gap, there we go. Yep. Then jump over, and then we get our thing there, very nice. And jump over again. Okay, there isn't a platform there, but there we go. Another thing of note with the Aku Aku masks, you cannot, dare I say, get 3 Aku Aku masks and get invincibility, unlike when you're playing regularly as Crash. So yeah, that is a big difference, as I say. Anyway, I might as well show off the bonus stage before we go on. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure, do I? Yeah, this is the bonus stage. And this one has us basically getting these... and I cannot reach the upper one without blowing myself up. So I'm not going to bother going for those. So instead, slide under. And indeed, let's bounce on the box and go over here. Indeed, we will get some more things there, and that is that. Yes, we are done. So now we will indeed head back down and indeed go up. Yes, because this can be quite challenging. And over here we have the blue gem platform. So basically, I don't actually do it in this episode. Yeah, seriously. Basically, what we have to do is bounce on these platforms and then get the extra bumper fruit. And then we have our first instance. I don't know if you've seen these before, but the hippos in the thing. And they are given one small thing. And yes, that's another thing in the Insane Trilogy. For whatever reason, I cannot make the jump, which is very annoying indeed. So, do I want to try it again? Yes, I do. Although, having said that, I may need to backtrack actually through the level, which isn't that great, as I say, but we'll get to that. Yes, because the boxes are along the blue gem route. So, yeah, to actually get the box gem. Again, this is something that has been introduced in Crash 2 to put gems along these sort of routes. Not gems, boxes, to encourage somewhat backtracking, I don't know, but yeah. And at the end of here, we have 2 boxes we have to bounce off of, and then there's a checkpoint. So yeah, and be mindful of the fact that the nitros can actually go upwards. So, with that said, yeah, be careful with your timing. The other thing of note is that these boxes here, these require the usage of an exclamation box, so yeah. And you will find it very hard to avoid the floating mines in the water. And there, that was just me being stupid. So let's jump over them, please, Crash. And then let us go over to the box and get that. And indeed, run up. So now I want to go away from those things. Again, you can use the boost feature with the X button. I did do there to actually get away from the mines, so long as you're not in the way of another one, because they usually move in pairs. So now all we need to do is actually boost ourselves over the gap to get those boxes. So yeah, And then we can actually go through here, past the mines, and indeed over to the gem platform. And I somewhat missed the... I don't know why I didn't see it there, but I missed the... I even see it? The flipping nitro detonator. So yeah, so that means I will not be getting the box gem in this recording, which is very annoying, but there we go. So let's jump on the hippos. Okay, the hippos were here in the stage. I'm guessing I was too busy talking about getting the other gem in the stage, which was of course the timed gem. So with that said, yeah, let's boost over there. And can I go through here? Yes, I can. And indeed, boost right over the gap. And then we are done. And this annoying plant will eat me. Yeah, we are still, as I said, the boxes I missed were nitros. So yeah, so on the next episode we will actually visit the next floor, as we put it. So I will see you then. Goodbye!